Well, good afternoon. Coming to you a little bit later today, but I had a doctor's appointment again, and they're trying to help me out on some things here that would make me feel a whole lot better and to be able to enjoy life a little bit better. So we're coming to you here at 5 o'clock Eastern Time here in Ohio. You know, I saw something, and maybe some of you did too, also on the television, and then I looked up the article on it. But it was a situation in Philadelphia, and there was a group of people. There was, I think, 4 boys and 3 girls, and this elderly fellow was walking across the street. They had the whole thing. You could see what had happened, and all of them began to attack him. He was 73 years old. He tried to run away, and they took these things that are out on the road.
Cones.
What are they called?
Cones.
Cones. Yeah, they took the big cones and they start beating the poor fellow with it. You can call it up yourself and see it's the teenagers that beat this old fella in Philadelphia. And I just felt so bad for him. I thought, man, oh man, what in the world is coming to this thing with teenagers that would have no respect? And they were the same gender. It wasn't that wasn't one was different than the other, and it just broke my heart. And I just thought, boy, I wish there's some way that I could just reach out to those people and tell them how sorry I am. Maybe if there's some of you watching in Philadelphia, I know we've had people out in that area, and if you're watching, please get a hold of those people and tell them how much that we wish we could help them. But you know, it just leads right into a song. Ira Stanfield wrote this. This is another song that Ira wrote. You know, he was quite a country singer. He was the first, what they called, singing cowboy. And he had all kinds of big hits, but he led a riotous life, and they said there, and his wife knew of it, all of his drinking and cheating and everything. But one day he went to a Billy Graham crusade, and he heard the gospel. Now after that happened, he said, you know, there's some things I just don't understand. Why are things the way that they are? Why are people the suffering so much? This and that and the other, kind of like this. Why is this old fella had to have been killed? Not just beat up, but killed by these young people. And he said, well, I don't know. But he said, but I'll find out someday. But until then, I'll go on singing. So I want to sing this song. Been a while since I've done this number. I've always loved it. My heart can sing when I pause to remember a heartache here is but a stepping stone along the trail that's winding always upward. This troubled world is not my final home, but until then, with joy I've heart will singing. But until then, with joy I'll carry on, until the day my eyes behold that city, and until then I'll carry on. Well, the things of earth will dim and lose their value if we recall, they're just borrowed for a while. And things of earth that cause a heart to tremble, remembered there will only bring a smile. But until then, my heart will go on singing. Until then, with joy I'll carry on. Until that day that my eyes behold that city. Until then, I'll carry on. Last verse says, this weary world, with all its toils and struggles, may take its toll of misery and strife. The soul of man is like a waiting falcon. When it's released, it's headed for the skies. But until then, my heart will go on singing. Until then, with joy I'll carry on. Until the day my eyes behold that city. Until the day God calls me home. So we don't understand what's going on. And I've talked with Leanne many times. We said we never wanted our program to be down or in negative at all. But we wanted it to always be positive. And so this terrible thing that we found in the news, you know what the positive thing is? We can pray for that family. And God can make a way for them. And they can sing. But until then, my heart will go on singing. Until then, with joy I'll carry on. Until the day my eyes behold that city. Until the day God calls me home. See you tomorrow about the same time.